Hello and welcome Test Cricket lovers to the latest edition of Long Live Test Cricket. And today we are going to talk about the big shock, the big surprise which came last week when Virat Kohli decided like he does not want to continue as the Indian Test team captain. First T20, then ODI, and now Test Cricket as well. It was a big shock, definitely, and nobody saw that coming. Or we all Indian cricket fans, Test cricket fans, wanted him to continue. Definitely, there was some debate, and there has been a long demand going on to replace him as a white ball captain. But that wasn't the case in Test cricket. We loved the way he captained our side, and हम चाहते थे कि वो he keeps on continue or but he made that decision, and it's almost a week now. Let's try to make sense like why he made that decision, why he quit the captaincy, or first let's talk about the timing. Or personally, actually, if you see the Indian Test fixtures this year, I think I would have loved to have him till that series we have against Australia in October, November, and I think that is gonna be a very exciting series क्योंकि हम जानते हैं कि how badly now Australia wants to beat us, especially in India. क्योंकि we keep on talking about Ashes and all, but if now, I think now you can see a certain shift in the mind of Australians, because now they consider winning against India in India is the pinnacle of their Test career, and it's not Ashes anymore. For a new captain, it will be tough. Now Australia will have all the more reason to beat India in India because they want revenge at any cost now. और जो इंडिया ने उनके एक होम रिकॉर्ड को एक जो डेंट दिया, इट वाज डेफिनेटली डेंटेड, और they would want to salvage some of the lost pride, or Ashes is no more a contest for them, they know that. So or also Australia will be better prepared because by the time they arrive in India, they I'm not sure because of COVID right nowadays so many tours are getting cancelled, but I hope they must have told Pakistan, they must have told Sri Lanka, and they timed it beautifully because they timed it in a way like they will be better prepared for subcontinent conditions when they will arrive in India. So that's why I think for a new captain or against Australia, हम सब जानते हैं कि Australia never likes those team who look who actually play fire with fire. और इंडिया ने हमने देखा है कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया को लास्ट 2 सीरीज में जो बीट किया है, इट वाज ऑलवेज लाइक प्लेइंग fearless cricket, looking into their eyes, playing a counter attacking cricket, or they don't like that at all. तो और इसलिए I think we needed Virat Kohli again, because he is that, we all know like his captaincy, it's like fighting fire with fire. And also I think that remaining test match against England जो कोविड की वजह से लास्ट ईयर नहीं हो पाया था, तो many of us actually have forgotten या फिर they don't give attention to the fact like we are just 2-1 ahead against England. It's not like we have won that. तो जो विराट कोहली के साथ एसोसिएट करते हैं कि he has won in Australia, he has won in England, in England it's not done completely. We still have one test match to play, और अगर हम उस मैच को हार जाते हैं तो it will just be a draw, right? It's not a victory. So for that one test match, I would have loved if India wins that test match. India and it seems very likely with the kind of form England is right now, or kind of condition England cricket is right now, not only form. Now when Virat Kohli will not be the captain, I think it will be kind of unjust somebody else lifting that trophy, honestly, because I think if you see the 2 victories we have got in last year, Virat Kohli's captaincy was a huge factor in that. तो हम चाहते हैं कि अगर हम जब सीरीज जीते इंग्लैंड में, तो विराट कोहली should be the one to lift that trophy and not anybody else. So I think that's why I believe he should have continued till that series in October November against Australia. But Virat Kohli must have thought, like, because if you take a look on the kind of fixtures India has now in the next 1 or 2 years, I think India will mostly be playing the home games, barring that game against England. So I think Virat Kohli must have thought, like, let's give the best possible chance to the new captain to succeed, because it's always good to start something in your career with a victory. और यही शायद थॉट प्रोसेस रहा होगा विराट कोहली का कि लेट्स मेक इट इजियर फॉर द नेक्स्ट कैप्टन, बिकॉज इट्स ऑलवेज गुड टू स्टार्ट इन at your home, especially with your captaincy stint. So I think that I believe is the most probable reason why he quit the Indian Test captaincy at this moment. So what's next? Who's going to be the next Indian Test captain? Who are the obvious choices? Who could be the surprising one? तो आई थिंक कैप्टनसी अपॉइंट करने में जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर आई थिंक जो सिलेक्टर्स और टीम मैनेजमेंट देखते हैं, आई बिलीव इज लाइक द कैप्टन्स ओन पोजीशन इन द टीम. क्या कैप्टन की खुद की पोजीशन तो खतरे में नहीं है? क्योंकि अदरवाइज अजिंक्य रहाणे वुड हैव बीन अनाउंस्ड एज द नेक्स्ट इंडियन कैप्टन बाय नाउ, बट वी आर नॉट इवन श्योर कि अजिंक्य रहाणे वो नेक्स्ट श्रीलंका के अगेंस्ट जो टेस्ट सीरीज है उसमें सेलेक्ट होंगे भी या नहीं, क्योंकि उनकी खुद की पोजीशन इस समय काफ़ी देयर आर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चन मार्क्स. तो so let's talk about who are the choices apart from Rahane. I think the most obvious one is Rohit Sharma, I think he should be the favorite for this. He's already the ODI captain, the T20 captain, और उन्होंने जिस तरह की क्रिकेट खेली है लास्ट 1-1.5-2 साल में, इट आल्सो शोज लाइक ही वांट्स टू डू वेल इन दिस फॉर्मेट एज वेल. और काफ़ी ही वाज वन ऑफ द मेन स्टे एट द टॉप, और उसकी वजह से हमारी ओपनिंग विच वाज स्ट्रगलिंग अ लॉट हैज़ इम्प्रूव्ड so many times. और तो आई थिंक एंड इट आल्सो shows like mentally he is up for this challenge. और ये छोटे छोटे इंडिकेशंस होते हैं थ्रू योर बैटिंग, फील्डिंग और बॉलिंग, which gives a kind of signal to the team management, like, oh, okay, he could be the next guy. और रोहित शर्मा ने वो signals, I think it was brilliant last year. तो रोहित शर्मा is the most obvious choice, but apart from Rohit Sharma, I think there has been some shout out for KL Rahul as well, or he is now captaining the Indian team in ODI against South Africa. तो KL Rahul की भी काफ़ी जिक्र हो रहा है कैप्टनसी के लिए. I think after KL Rahul there is one surprising one, Jasprit Bumrah. I think after Anil Kumble, India didn't have any bowling captain for Test. So I think he could be that change maybe, which Indian cricket, I don't think Indian Test cricket required so many changes, but yes, it could be a breath of fresh air to have a bowling captain in last 3 or 4 years. I think he is one player who has learned so much and improved himself so much in this format, और जो दिखाता है कि like he's got a very good brain. और तो I think this could be the surprising one, or this could be a successful one as well, who knows. But if you ask me, my personal choice for the next Indian Test captain is I would pick Rishabh Pant. I think जो सबसे important चीज़ जो उसके फेवर में है ऋषभ पंत के, I think he is youngest amongst all those choices, और he is just 24. और because आप जब टेस्ट कैप्टनसी आप टेस्ट कैप्टन अपॉइंट करते हैं, तो you also it's not only about 1 or 2 years, you also plan for at least 4-5 years, because test cricket, we know, like it's to build a squad, or to be a successful one, you need time, you need gradual progress. इसमें T20 और वनडे की तरह you are not gonna get the instant success. There might be tough time, or there will be a lot of ups and downs as well. So you have to sail through all those ups and downs, and then uh, because test cricket is hard grind, we all know that. So इसलिए I think to have a young captain, it's always good, because then you will have time on your side. और और ऋषभ पंत का जो एक चीज आई थिंक राइट नाउ इन बैटिंग, आई थिंक ही is one of those जिसकी position I think there are no question marks. Even if he fails in next 2 3 4 series, I think he is still gonna be there, because he has another trait, which is having those gloves. So being a wicket keeper always helps. Having another trait always helps to keep your position in the team. So and also with Rishabh Pant, I think because of his mindset, I think it might help, because he might not look that aggressive. Definitely is one of the most chirping ones, but I think with his batting style, he has that sort of aggression जो कि ज़रूरत है. तो I think he could be a very good choice, or मेरी personal choice. I would love to see Rishabh Pant being the next Indian. Now let's talk about the challenges which new captain will have to face. Luckily, there are not many, and Virat Kohli will be leaving or handing over the ship in a very stable position. I think the best ship in the world, you can say. First one, the biggest one, is like addressing those batting collapses we are having, or thanks to our bowlers, or sometimes thanks to even Rishabh Pant, like he has played some match saving innings. और ये the middle order का batting collapse है. It's been happening every now and then, or we saw in South Africa series. I think that batting collapse in the end proved fatal for Team India. और past में हमने we overcame these collapses because of some fine individual brilliant performances or some collective performances. But इस बार ऐसा नहीं हुआ, और विराट कोहली was very vocal about it as well. After in the post series ceremony, and I think this is going to be the biggest challenge. So I think how the new captain is going to address that, because अगर हम थोड़ी सी if we try to be overcritical of Virat Kohli's captaincy, I think this was the one area which I think he was not able to improve, or middle order batting collapses. It was there since the start of his captaincy till the last series he played. So I don't know how the new captain is going to handle it. There might definitely be going to be some changing and chopping as well. So let's see if that's going to help. Or though I think batting collapses is the one, and the second one, which I believe is like keeping your bowlers fresh. I think because I think apart from England, I think Indians are the one who plays the most amount of cricket, or especially bowlers. Or bowlers are actually, if you talk about Siraj, Shardul Thakur, Jasprit Bumrah, Shami, they actually feature in almost every format. तो before the start of any important series, कैप्टन के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी होगा कि उनके bowlers fresh रहें. और हमने देखा ये एक strategy जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया always used to have, like they give enough rest to their fast bowlers जब भी कोई बड़ी series होती है, so that they are fresh. So in next captain, I don't know how much say the next captain is gonna have over the amount of cricket these fast bowlers are playing, but definitely he needs to talk with the team management or whoever is in the control to ensure like they are not playing too much cricket before the start of any big test series. तो ये एक दूसरा चैलेंज होगा. और तीसरा, आई थिंक इट्स नॉट अ चैलेंज बट इट्स समथिंग नाइस टू हैव. आई थिंक इट्स लाइक if India somehow can chip in one left arm pace bowler in their armory, in their test armory, I think that's going to help a lot. And we saw how Mitchell Starc actually complements that Australian bowling attack. और लेफ्ट आर्म पेसर का होना, इट्स ऑलवेज लाइक इट गिव्स वेरिएशन. और हमने देखा मार्को हंसन साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए. इन द एंड बहुत सारी अटकलें थी, एंड देयर वर फ्यू आईब्रोज रेज्ड व्हेन ही वाज सिलेक्टेड ओवर डॉन ओलिवर इन द फर्स्ट टेस्ट मैच. बट साउथ अफ्रीका वर क्लियर in their approach, because they knew there are so many right handers in this Indian side, तो they need some variation. और हमने देखा किस तरह मार्को एंसन he kept on growing in the series, और उसके बाद देखा हमने सीरीज में कि he was one of the main threats. और उन्होंने केएल राहुल who looked so promising in the first test match, और जब तक वो थर्ड टेस्ट मैच आया he had his number, Marco Hansen, or definitely KL Rahul was facing the issues and other batsmen. So I think if India somehow can discover or find or that, because I can't remember any left-arm pace bowlers playing substantial amount of cricket for India in Test cricket. It was Jahir Khan last time. We had Natarajan in Australia. But that in that test match it worked, but I don't think it was gonna work over the long period of time. तो अगर कहीं से वो लेफ्ट आर्म पेसर हमें मिल जाए, I think, I don't know, from domestic cricket or from IPL somewhere, but we need to find that. And हमने देखा है कि कई बार I think our bowling attacks has been brilliant in last 3-4 years, but sometime we have felt, especially in the South Africa series, we felt like if there would have been bit more variation. और तो आई थिंक इट इज माई टेक ऑन द कैप्टनसी स्टिंट. और I hope whoever it is, we achieve the same sort of success, even bigger than that, what we had under Virat Kohli's captaincy. And if you take a moment and look back at Virat Kohli's career as a captain, or his contribution towards the Indian cricket, I think you don't need any stat to back that, but definitely right now as a fan, the confidence and the belief we have in our test side, though we didn't have the sort of result we were expecting against South Africa, but that is just a reflection, like now where the kind of frequencies this team is hitting, like now we expect them to win the away tours, where earlier, like even winning a single test match was considered as a success, and now we want series victories, and he has done that as well in his 7 years of career as I believe, more than his contribution towards Indian cricket, I think his contribution towards this whole format itself, और जिस तरह से he valued this format throughout his captaincy, definitely is the most influential cricketer on this planet. और जब एक young viewer of the game who is more inclined towards the white ball, और जब वो देखता होगा विराट कोहली को कि is crying, dying or shouting for every single wicket, every single run team is saving, so I think definitely there must be some inspiration, or more and more fans will be drawn towards this format, और उनको भी एक they will also get the taste of like what is test cricket, and they will also get to know the importance of test cricket. Or I think he is definitely being the flag bearer of test cricket since last 6-7 years, or thanks to him for that, and we wish he continues in the same fashion, or despite not being captain, we will see the same old Kohli in the slip cordon, always on the toes of the batsmen, and exchanging the banters. So I think good luck to Virat Kohli for his next phase of his career, not being a captain anymore. And I think जो एक blip आया शायद उनके career में in the fag end of his captaincy, और last 1-2 साल से he was not getting the hundreds which he is renowned for. So maybe I think that as they say, when you leave something, then there is a tendency for some other things to come back to you. So maybe क्या पता वो touch, वो form उनकी वापस आ जाए, not being captain anymore. And that's the only thing we can wish now. Or and we all are curious to know like who's gonna be the next Indian Test captain, and let's see who's gonna be. And stay safe, stay happy, and keep watching this format. Keep drawing more and more younger fans into this. And I just want to say, long live Test cricket.